Okay, Hartnell type governor spring loaded rotates about vertical axis. The two rotating masses are masses of 1 kg each move at a radius of 0.12 meter. When the speed is 550 rpm, the arms 100 mm and 75 mm length are respectively vertical and horizontal. When the equilibrium speed is 575 rpm, the rotating masses are at their maximum radius 145 mm. Determine the stiffness of the spring and compression at 550 rpm and the radius at which the masses rotate when the equilibrium speed is 525 rpm. Okay, this one given data. By using this data, you can find out the stiffness of the spring. Audible, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, here two different speeds are given. One is maximum speed, one more is minimum speed. Okay, suppose the governor is rotated 550 rpm. In that time the radius r1 equals 0.12 meter. Okay, here towards center axis the governor is moving, okay, because of minimum speed. Suppose the governor is rotated at 575 rpm. In that time, that one acting away from the vertical axis, this one, okay, F2 force, centrifugal force. Here to center of ball to center of axis is called as a radius r2. Then mean speed, okay, mean speed means the vertical arm and horizontal bell crank lever or arm both are right angle to each other. In that time, at an angle of 90 degree the vertical arm is there, at an angle of 0 degree the horizontal arm or horizontal bell crank lever is present. Okay, suppose the minimum speed, this 90 degree bell crank lever is acting towards center axis. Suppose the speed of the governor is increased, that one acting away from the center axis. Okay, like that the governor is rotated minimum and maximum radius. Here both mass of the balls is given. Here two different balls are there. One is the left side one more is right side ball. Here we for consider analysis purpose we are consider only half portion of the governor. Okay, each ball mass is 1 kg. Then minimum mean radius of the, okay, suppose the governor is rotated 550 rpm. In that time mean radius 0.12 meter. Then that one speed, mean speed is denoted by capital N. Then the length of the arm vertical and horizontally given. The length of bell crank lever along vertical arm, that one denoted by small a equals 100 mm. That one converted to meter, 0.1 meter. Then along the z direction, sorry, x direction, the bell crank lever is denoted by small b. That length is 75 mm. Okay, that one converted to meter. Okay, 75 mm converted to meter, 0.075 meter. Then the speed N2, okay, maximum speed 575 rpm. Once the governor is rotated 575 rpm, in that time the governor ball is acting away from the center axis. In that time the radius r2 equals 145 mm. Okay, N2 capital N2 maximum speed 575 rpm. Then r2 radius of rotation r2 equals 145 mm. That one converted to meter. Okay, 0.145 meter. Okay, once you know the all a value, b value, n2 or r2 value, you can find out the compression of or stiffness of the spring. Okay, compression at 550 rpm, how much compress? Suppose the governor rotates 550 rpm, how much spring is going to be compressed? Suppose radius are when 525 rpm, the governor is rotated at 525 rpm. In that time, what is the radius of rotation? Okay, here center of spindle to how much radius is present in that speed. Okay, first you can find out centrifugal force. F equals m into omega square into small r. M nothing but mass of ball. Omega means 2 pi n by 60. Okay, for mean speed, okay, capital N value can substitute. Okay, 2 pi n into 2 pi n divided by 60. In place of n, you can substitute 2 pi 50 whole square into 0 radius. Mean radius you can consider. Don't consider maximum speed and maximum radius. Okay, because here you can find out only mean centrifugal force F. Okay, once you substituting all the values, you can find out mean centrifugal force. F equals 398.07 Newton. Okay, this much of centrifugal force acting away from the center axis. Then here maximum speed and maximum radius, you know, you can find out maximum centrifugal force. Maximum centrifugal force is denoted by F2 equals m omega 2 square into r2. Okay, here n omega means 2 pi n by 60. In place of n you can substitute maximum speed 575 rpm. Mass of ball is 1 kg into 2 pi into n, 575 divided by 60 whole square into radius. Maximum radius you can substitute 0.145. Okay, you get maximum centrifugal force. Once you know the mean and maximum centrifugal force, you can find out spring stiffness or stiffness of the spring. Okay, here stiffness of spring denoted by S equals 2 into A by B into F2 minus F divided by R2 minus R1. You know values of A, B, F2 and F. Okay, 2 into A value is 0.1 divided by 0.75 whole square into F2 value 525.72 minus F value, mean centrifugal force value is 398.07 divided by R2 value is 0.145 minus 0.12. Okay, after substituting these values, you can calculate the stiffness of the spring or rate of spring. Okay, you get 18,154.67 Newton meter. Okay, this much of stiffness is present. Okay, due to mean and maximum centrifugal force. Then now taking the moments about point O, origin O. Okay, see here for how to take the moments about point O. This is the origin O. Only you can consider mean centrifugal force. Okay, here F force is acting along x direction. Here this one W plus S2 is acting towards downward direction. First you can consider this one mean centrifugal force. F into here to this particular distance A equals along x direction W plus S divided by 2 because of self weight of the ball. That one act due to self weight of the ball and due to sleeve, that one acting towards downward direction due to gravity. Okay, that particular force is W plus S divided by 2. Okay, this force into here to B to O distance. Okay, that one small b. Okay, see here. F into A equals W plus S divided by 2 into B. But we want S value. S equals 2 into A by B into F. A by B into F. Here W plus S divided by 2, that one consider as force. Okay, now substitute all the values. 2 into 0 pi, A value is 0.21, B value is 0.075 into force F 398 point, mean centrifugal force 398.07. Okay, now you can find out stiffness of spring. Yes, 1061.52 Newton. Then compression of spring. Okay, compression of spring is when the speed is 550 rpm. Okay, in that time how much spring is going to be compressed. Okay, capital S small s divided by capital S. Okay, this value is different, this value is different. Okay, this value is once you take the moments about origin O, in that time you can neglecting the self weight of the sleeve as well as the self weight of the ball. In that time, this one W plus S divided by 2. W means self weight of the ball. S means self weight of the sleeve. You can, once you neglecting the self weight of ball and bell crank lever, okay, S equals 2 into A by B into F. In that time you got some value. Okay, that value is S. Okay, S divided by S, you know S value 1061.52 divided by 18,154.67. You get some value 0.05847 Newton meter. Okay, that much of spring is going to be compressed for 550 RPM speed. When the speed is 525 RPM, in that time you can find out minimum equilibrium speed or minimum centrifugal force. Minimum centrifugal force is denoted by F1 equals m into omega 1 square into R1. M is mass of ball, omega 1 nothing but angular speed 2 pi n divided by 60. In place of n you can substitute 525 RPM because mean speed is different, maximum speed is different, and minimum speed is different. 525 is the minimum speed. Okay, that's why you can substitute here 525 2 pi into 525 divided by 60 whole square into R1. Here you don't know minimum centrifugal force and minimum radius of rotation of the governor. Okay, F1 in terms of R1. Okay, F1 equals 3022.56 into R1 because you don't know F1, both F1 and R1 value. Now you can find out the centrifugal force at any instant. Okay, you can consider mean speed or minimum speed or maximum speed. In that time, F equal any instant nothing but any speed. Okay, either the governor is rotated minimum speed or maximum speed or mean speed. In that time, how to find out centrifugal force? Centrifugal force F equals F1 plus F2 minus F1 into R minus R1 divided by R2 minus R1. Here you know F value, F1 value you know, F2 value you know, R value you know, you don't know R1 value. By use substitute all the values and find out the R1 value. R1 equals 0.1029 meter. Okay, that is the minimum radius of rotation of the governor. Okay, like that you can find out radius, minimum radius, maximum radius and maximum speed of the governor. Okay, here also same radius, minimum, maximum and mean radius is given, but you can find out centrifugal force, maximum centrifugal force and minimum centrifugal force. Then you can find out, once you know the maximum and minimum centrifugal force, easily you can find out stiffness of spring. Okay, here stiffness of spring equals S equals 2 into A by B whole square into F2 minus F1 divided by R2 minus R1. You get some stiffness. Then sensitiveness of the governor N2 minus N1 divided by N1 plus N2 divided by 2. You know maximum and minimum speed. Easily find out sensitiveness of the governor. Next, stiffness of spring at isochronous speed. Okay, first you can find out speed is 300 RPM. First you can find out maximum centrifugal